Hi everyone, so today we're going to present our consultancy project with the client Smart Hydration. As you can see in the slide, we're going to follow a three-step structure. So at first we're going to present the situation, the current situation of the client, then what they required from us, the challenge that was given, and finally the solution, briefly summarize the report that we have done for our client. Our client, Smart Hydration, is a company that aims to use smart technology to eradicate dehydration. Their primary target has been care homes, as it has been found that 7 out of 10 admissions to hospitals from care facilities can be traced back to poor hydration. Smart Hydration attempts to solve dehydration with the use of smart technology, a Wi-Fi-enabled jug and pitcher, which operates through measuring temperature and water intake and reports back to the carers and the residents themselves when it goes out of boundaries. And everything is connected to the cloud, so it can be accessed at any point. Our client operates a B2B model, so when considering their customers, we also had to consider customers and users separately, as they work with organizations that then distribute the product to individuals.
So Smart Hydration needed help in considering potential market entry beyond the care homes. And so the purpose of this project was to assess their current market position to see what we can leverage for other markets. Using the decision tree that we created, we determined where they should expand to next and narrowed down our suggestion to schools, offices, and fitness. And we evaluated these in terms of 3 key criteria, so feasibility, profitability, and viability. And we also conducted an extensive study on these potential markets and considered their strengths and shortcomings in order to make an evidence-based decision and ensure their long-term viability. We also recommended further and future product development recommendations, which we will outline later in this presentation. And we suggested these in consideration of Smart Hydration's competitors and the customer and end user needs. Hence evaluating new markets and how to adapt the smart job accordingly, and considering key partnership opportunities as well as outlining a go-to-market strategy was the core focus of our report.
The schools market was firstly considered because of the significant amount of dehydration seen in the setting. In fact, around 70% of children in schools are dehydrated. Particularly, younger children find it harder to identify and resolve dehydration, making primary schools an ideal initial target. Lastly, proper dehydration in school settings has shown to provide students with cognitive benefits, allowing for improved academic performance. Our competitor analysis showed that no direct competitors, such as smart bottle companies, sold directly to schools. Hydrate Spark was the closest direct competitor who, though did not sell to schools, still marketed their product as usable by children to improve hydration in school settings. Otherwise, the market was characterized by indirect competitors such as water dispenser companies who promoted their product as a way of alleviating hydration in school as well. However, the main takeaway from this analysis was that these companies lack the data analytic capabilities that Smart Hydration provides. Our persona analysis identified the product user as school children and the customer being the school or the head teacher, with parents playing a key influence in private schools' purchasing decisions.
The office market was considered because dehydrated workers experience more tiredness, reduced concentration, and have diminished cognitive performance, which all negatively affect job performance. Hence, Smart Hydration can help by increasing hydration, which would allow individuals to improve their health, handle pressures more effectively, and possess better moods, thereby improving productivity on the job. Additionally, dehydration is especially prominent in settings where office staff often work in air-conditioned environments, with studies showing that there are an increasing number of air-conditioned offices that accentuate Smart Hydration's potential in the market. Our competition analysis revealed that the main direct competition was Hydrate Spark, who has partnered with large corporate companies to sell their bottles as corporate gifts and even provides a wholesale package price for these companies. Additionally, similar to the schools market, the office market is mostly characterized by indirect competitors like water cooler companies, who have similar goals to Smart Hydration in seeking to promote hydration. It was Smart Hydration's data analytic capabilities that helped to differentiate them and gain a competitive advantage over water cooler companies. Our persona analysis identified the user to be office workers and the customer being office managers. Lastly, we considered the fitness market because water lost through exercise may cause dehydration. Thus, Smart hydration may fill the gap by reminding individuals to rehydrate immediately during and after exercise. This helps individuals to avoid the effects of dehydration, such as exhaustion and muscle fatigue. Furthermore, there's a rise in smart devices, and thus, smart hydration smart technology will complement individuals well and is likely to be quickly adopted. Unlike the previous two markets, our competition analysis revealed that there were many direct competitors who had the same solution as smart hydration. They provided bottles tailored to the fitness industry and had smart technology. Many competitors were also well established and had a global presence. There were fewer indirect competitors, characterized by companies that had bottles targeted at the fitness industry but lacked smart technology. Our persona analysis identified both the user and the customer to be fitness enthusiasts. They are the same because we were adopting a business to consumer approach, unlike the previous two markets.
After conducting the analysis as specified in our approach, we were able to rank the three markets as shown in this table. The market ranking from most to least viable for entry was then schools, offices, and lastly fitness. The key marketing recommendations for Smart Hydration's entry into the school market are shown here. Given our competition analysis, the key lacking component from competitors was data analytic capabilities. Hence, the client should accentuate this property as a key value proposition in their marketing to schools. Furthermore, to appeal to the customer persona, Smart Hydration should distribute informational pamphlets to schools or parents which highlights reduced waste as a product benefit and the cognitive benefits of hydrating children. This will especially appeal to the customer goals of wanting high academic achieving students. Lastly, considering strategic partnerships with water dispenser companies could aid market entry and satisfy multiple goals of schools. Water dispenser companies could provide a water source, which all schools need, while Smart Hydration's product would provide the key data analytical properties needed to promote healthy hydration habits at school. In terms of product requirements, we propose that Smart Hydration can retain the jug design for the school market because of its shared use in classroom settings. To appeal to the user persona and based on our competition analysis, we recommend customizable modifications to the jug, such as variable designs, colors, or patterns, to attract children's attention and promote hydration. To accentuate the value proposition of data analytics, it would also be ideal for the jug to be able to differentiate the water intake of distinct individuals pouring from the same jug. This would allow individualized data on each student, which leads to our next recommendation of developing an application that syncs this data to allow parents to monitor their child's water intake. Based on our persona analysis, parents were identified as a key influencer in schools' purchasing decisions. Hence, one way of solving their pain point of not being able to track their children's water intake would be this product addition. Lastly, our analysis showed the benefits of gamification as allowing better hydration habits in children. This could include using hydration statistics to identify the weekly or monthly best achiever, or creating a reward system for achieving daily goals.
Our group came across a number of limitations during the project, the most significant of which was the limited availability of data sources. For example, it was really difficult to find open source market reports, obtain accurate price quotes for competitor products, and there was also an incongruence in terminology amongst the different sources we came across. For instance, there were many ways to evaluate scalability. Now, to overcome this, we relied on making educational guesses and reaching out to data providers whenever we could. In terms of ranking markets, the lack of data meant we could not rank them cardinally based on an absolute standard. So we resorted to ordinal ranking, and this was done according to which markets were most viable for smart hydration. This was still useful for comparative purposes, and we made sure to note all calculations we made were estimates and not exact. Finally, communication between ourselves and smart hydration were initially hindered by conflicting schedules and technological issues, such as using Google Meetings versus Zoom. However, we quickly managed to iron out these problems by getting together as a group to discuss these issues and finally commit to routine weekly meetings.